This video shows you how to add preoperative details, clinical details, and a trial information. We're going to search for a patient that already exists in the system and add to their data. You search for a patient via any of the options available. We're going to use the last name for this example. You search, and there's Ruby Young, and at the end you've got the edit option. You click on the edit for her record, and it takes you into the patient's details page. You look that everything's correct, and then you add the occupational status by clicking on the plus sign. There was a pre-existing one already there, but we suggest that each time you see a patient you add occupational status information so we can keep track of what the patient's current status is. So we're going to add this on the day in which they're going to do their trial information, which is the 4th of March. And they're currently on sick leave. They're previously full-time employed but now on sick leave. Click on the next button. It takes you to the procedures page where you can see they had no previous procedures. We click on SCS, which is what we're going to be adding, and this is the diagnosis page where you select what the diagnosis is and all the other information that's required as pre-op and clinical information. We're going to add some data. So we've selected comorbidity and click on next. If you click on save, it saves it, or you click on next, it also saves the information. So now we're the paying QOL page, so we complete this with the required information. And once you've selected the EQ5D options, it does an automatic calculation for you, and you can go to the next page. And once you're in here, you must click on the plus sign to enable the procedures page. This is where you add in your implants, trial, full, and revision. And we're going to add a trial implant here. So we've got trial and the procedure type. You select what procedure type you want to do or want to add on, and what the hospital is being done in, and you add the trial information. This trial was done on the 4th of March, so you can either pick the date off the date list or you can type it in and put the trial implant date, and we're selecting that off the drop down menu this time rather than typing the information in, but it still gives you the same things, the same results, just a different way of entering data. So select the 4th of March, and then we're going to enter the date the trial ended, because the record we have, the trial has ended, and we're just entering the information into the database. It will then ask you if it's successful or not, because you've put in an end date, and so you tick yes in this instance because we're going to be adding a full implant in another video to this record. So that's next. It goes to, and we go to the page for the devices details. Now for each of the devices you've got to click on the plus sign, and when you enter each of these sections with the information that you require, you must click on the save option, so it saves the data for each of these individual sections. So now we've done the lead manufacturer list, we click on save, and then the lead extension manufacturer, there isn't one, so we're going to say no. So that's fine, you click and save. And then the IPG information, IPG manufacturer, click on plus sign, you add the details that you have, the model number and serial number, and then you click and save. So that's save that record, and click on the overall save button, and that saves the information. So you can see the implant details there, the trial information, all of the record is there. If you click on the devices details and on the individual options, you can see that the information that we entered is all in there, and that's your implant has been recorded. Go back to the dashboard, and that's done.